Hey everybody, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. Last episode, despite my promises to the contrary, we didn't actually get off Windfall Island. We just got caught up in a whole bunch of side quests and we're still in the middle of them. However, hopefully in this episode we'll be able to move things forward, but there are a couple things I want to finish first. Hopefully, first of all, I got a better picture of the hopeless guy sending unrequited love letters. Finally! That took me so much longer than it should have. Oh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Yeah, he's running a blackmail operation for sure. Very well. Next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a photograph. So, tell me, do you think you can complete this task, young sir? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was a kid, this drove me nuts, trying to find this person. It was very difficult. So, I'm gonna save you all some time and say it's that guy in the pub. This guy right here. And what better way to startle this poor fool? Oh, no. Than to roll into things. Ah, too slow. He looks around very nervously. And that's when you want to snap a picture. The good news is, unlike the previous guy, it's a lot easier to retake pictographs of this guy, because you don't have to wait for him to walk around the entire freaking island. Like I did so many times trying to get that picture. I'm trying to give myself a safety net here, because I don't want to go through what I just went through again. I don't like that one. I'm not so sure about that one either. I'm going to try to go in with 3 good pictographs. Usually it's good to get the full body of the person, so that's what I'm going for here. Okay, please let one of those work. While we're at it, as I've mentioned, the music in this game a lot of times incorporates melodies from previous Zelda games. And this outdoor Windfall music, you probably won't have really a chance to hear it now, but the outdoor Windfall music, take a listen to it because it incorporates elements of Kakariko Village from various games, including, I think, A Link to the Past. Let's see. First try! Oh, okay, that's better. Ooh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Fear is his constant companion. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? I don't know what you want me to say to that. Very good, young sir, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Leave the guy alone, Lenzo. I know what it's like to be a coward. It's not easy. Okay, there's one more test. Very good. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and a woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown the two have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief furtive glance at the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, archer of love. Another terrifying thought. These two are timid burglars in the house of love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their furtive thoughts. And, young Master Link, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this third task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Oh, does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. Yeah, he's totally just selling these to the tabloids or gossip magazines or something. I don't know how I feel about helping this guy out, honestly. Now again, I'm going to save you some time and tell you that the couple is this lady and the guy who strolls around town. I believe their names, if I remember correctly, are Anton and Linda. I should really look these up. Now, unfortunately, much like with the first guy whose name I don't remember at the moment, you have to wait for Anton to stroll all the way around town and try to catch them at the right moment. Ah! Only got one. Hopefully it'll be enough. I always think they're gonna last longer than they are, and I'm waiting for like the perfect moment, and then suddenly the letter's in the mailbox, or the guy stops looking around, or these two stop looking at each other. Let's see. Please. Yes! Oh, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Link. I'm worried about you, big guy. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Link. And to reward you further for your fine efforts, I offer you this. The elderly lady next door tells me it has value of sorts. We got a joy pendant. You can keep it in your spoils bag. Pendants are said to flock to those who've had joy like butterflies. Yeah, we already did that. From here onward, come rain or wind, my heart shall rest in comfortable ease, and at the same time your heart will learn the love that pictography fosters. Okay, so we did that. Did I do it all for a joy pendant? No. If you talk to him again... I thought... Okay, I'm really confused because I thought... there would be more to this. I will have to look up why he's not saying anything new. If I leave and go back in, perhaps. I'm slightly concerned. Oh, here we go. My assistant Link. Allow me a brief query. Do you perchance know about pictographs with color? I have researched this concept for many years, and at long last I understand it. A stronger light is needed to imbue color in the pictograph. No normal light will do. In fact, normal light must be overcome. Color pictography requires a light of the very brightest intensity. Now I have heard tales of a mystical creature in a place called the Forest Haven. It is said to be the tiniest of creatures, one that unleashes an otherworldly light. As an aid to me in my research, could you possibly use an empty bottle to capture one of these creatures of legend? Yes, I wanted to complete this task for him to mention that. To be continued, as they say. Now, there's one other little quest I want to do, and then one final little thing I want to do before we set sail, and I believe I have to start that here. What can I do for you? What can I do for you this fun? I can't remember what voice I gave her. It was only a few episodes ago. We need to talk. I know I may look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall Island? 20 years? Ever since then, I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of 4 young boys who never listen to a word I say. Even though I wait patiently for those boys to show up, they never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Could you please catch their leader, that little boy named Ivan, and talk some sense into him for me? Please, young man, for me? Yes, ma'am. Why not? Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys. I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. But they won't be so mean to a boy their own age, will they? I should think not. Good luck, young man. Yes, so now we can confront the killer bees. Dun dun dun. This guy, who's obviously in charge. What are you looking at, bud? Hey, bud, what are you? Some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit. What a get-up. Oh, I guess that wasn't Ivan. That was that guy. Okay, I want to talk to Ivan. Yeah! Yo, bud, you got a problem with us killer bees? Huh? Do ya? Don't tell me. It's that annoying hag of a teacher again, isn't it? You came here to give us a talking to because Mrs. Marl asked you to. I still can't tell if that's Marl or Marie. I think it's Marl. Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Well, forget about all that. We're the mighty and invincible gang of 4, the killer bees. Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud. If you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? You want to challenge us? I'll take you on. Okay, your funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try to catch us. Easy as that, bud. We won't hide indoors or nothing, and we won't leave this island, so look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If you catch all 4 of us, we lose. You got it, bud? Ready? Go! Okay, so it's basically hide and seek tag. They will always hide in the same place. Unfortunately, I believe I remember at least 3 out of 4 of them. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it's out of the way, sure, but maybe you should try hiding in the branches or something, because, you know, you're kind of conspicuous there. I believe Huh. Thought there was one there, I guess not. Oh, no, I know. That was close. A little further. And runs. And we chase. Fortunately, no member of this gang has learned how to roll, and we have. You're awesome! Okay, now we saw Ivan up in that tree. Yep. And how do we get things to fall out of trees? Roll into them. Oh no, oh no. Now I'm running after Ivan and I'm running away from that guy. He's gonna try to turn the corner. There we go. The pig saved me. The pig tripped him up. I love it. Yeah, you got me. Now I believe there was a third one. Yep, hiding behind the tombstone or whatever this thing is. Oh, no, 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 not the pig. Come on, come on. I mean, they run in these small patterns, but they're quick on the corners, so, you know, if they turn, it's hard to catch up with them. Come on. Come on, you little so-and-so. I got you now. No. I mean, I guess it's not a fixed pattern. It's hard to predict them. Ah, come on! I'm gonna get ya! Come on, that was close. Gotcha! Gotcha. Yeah, you got me! Yes, I did. And now, fortunately, I do remember where the last one is. Remember that whole behind buildings thing? Well, at least one of these kids knows how to sidle. He's back behind the bomb shop. Come on, come on. That's the one drawback of having the A button be your basic action command is sometimes the game doesn't know what you're going for. Oh, don't you start. Come on. Gotcha. Lame. I can't believe it. You found all four of us, and you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. To reward your hide-and-seeking skills, and here, take this, bud. We got a piece of heart. We've collected 3 so far. Collect 1 more to increase your life energy by 1 heart. This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, and one more thing. We need you to apologize to Mrs. Marl for us, alright? We're counting on you, bud. Alright. Let's take care of that. Seem to have mellowed out those little brats a little bit. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. You did it, didn't you? You said something to those delinquents for me, didn't you, dear? You can't fool me. I watched it all from the shadow of my door. You really are a dear. You fill me with joy. I have to reward you. So here's a little spare change. Spare change. Evidently, teachers are more fairly paid in Hyrule than they are on Earth. Not Hyrule, Legend of Zelda World. I play a lot of Zelda games, okay? It gets confusing. The Great Sea. Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell anybody, dear. Yeah, don't tell anybody that you're giving out spare change. It's 50 rupees. Something else is going on here. I don't know what. Hey, sounds like you apologized to the teach for us. Good old Miss Marl. And speaking of, bud, do you know it's gonna be Mrs. Marl's birthday soon? Boss! Ooh, boss! You think maybe we should get her some kind of present or something? Don't be stupid. We're the killer bees. We ain't no teacher's pets. Yeah, but Teach loves jewelry and junk more than anything else in the world. What's she into these days? What'd she call them? Joy pendants? Really? Where do you find them? Are they just lying around? If we could just find some, we could give them to Teach as a present and she'd be all happy. Hey, now that I think about it, when I was climbing the trees the other day, I saw some sparkly light up on top of some tree in town. Where was that? Maybe that's one of them pendants. What do you think, boss? Nah, that's crazy talk. Okay, so this is the kind of the deal with the spoils bag. Is for each item that you will find in here, or for most of them, there are a couple exceptions, and we'll talk about this. Well, I guess there aren't really. But for each item, there's somebody who likes them, and you can give them to that person, and good things will happen. Unfortunately, we really don't have that many at the moment, so there's no point. Now, one final thing before we leave, I promise. I want to find... Is he not here? Okay, never mind. We're leaving right now. Pretend that didn't happen. We never talk to these little girls here.
What's the matter, mister? Why are you looking at us that we're aliens or something weird like that? What? We're good girls. We don't spread rumors.
Okay.
What? Can't you see we're busy? I know we're super cute and all, but that doesn't mean you can just come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers!
Alright, we're leaving. Finally, we are done on Windfall Island. We are going to set sail to end this episode.
Hey.
Why do you hesitate so? Quickly, come next to me and then press A to climb in. Yes, we can sail. The arrow shows which way the wind is blowing. And now, behold the majesty that is the theme of the Great Sea. Sorry for the awkward little edit there. I had some technical difficulties that resulted in me needing to re-record just the tail end of this video. Unfortunately, I had to play up there from up to that point from the last save. So there are just a couple little things to take care of. The first is this boat here. Looks a lot like the one we saw at home on Outset Island. So they're just sailing around there. And I'll admit, this is what I was looking for at Windfall, but it turns out it's not there. Thank you. This is a character who also has a few different incarnations in different Legend of Zelda games. This is Beetle and his shop ship. Yeah, this guy's interesting. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beetle's shop ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. That sounds wrong. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? Oh, just use control stick to browse. Okay, the bait bag. This is very useful. Wouldn't really have done much for us up to this point, but it would be good now. This holds bait. It's quite useful, and it's my very last one. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bait bag like this. That is very true. So yes, we will buy this. My rupee count is probably different, as I think is my joy pendant count, because of having to replay through this, and I just didn't get one from the joy pendant from the bokoblins that I fought this time. Okay, so bait bag. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. So this works basically the same way the spoils bag does, except... you're so great, I'll never forget you. I'm going to make a member's card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. Okay, so what I was saying, the difference between the bait bag and the spoils bag is that items of the same kind don't all get put in one of the 8 slots. So, you know, you have 2 joy pendants, they show up in 1 slot in the spoils bag because it's one type of item. Whereas you get a 3 serving size bunch of bait, and then if you get another one, those don't appear in the same slot. They'll take up 2 slots, so you can only have so many at a time. However, we want to do that anyway, because this is helpful stuff, and I'll explain why in a future video, probably. We probably won't get to it at this point. Good things happen to those who feed this stuff to animals. Do you have a bait bag? Oh, fine customer of mine. Yes, I am going to buy, I think, 6 batches of this.
Thank you!
Thank you! Yes, thanks to you! Now you have 2 points saved up. Should try to save up 30 points, yeah, earn a silver membership, okay. Yeah, we, way back on Outset Island, somebody mentioned that we could give bait to pigs to get them to come to us.
Thank you!
But there are a multitude of other uses for it, which we will be seeing in time. If I'm kind of stumbling through this part of the commentary, it's because I'm trying to remember what I said on the first run through. But anyway, so that takes care of the bait, and then there's this. We won't use this as often, but it is useful in a few places. I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know if maybe it's, you know, I'm a native English speaker and I've never learned Japanese, so I don't know if it's like a thing that, like, if you're more familiar with Japanese names, because of course this being Nintendo was developed in Japan, like maybe that series of letters has a distinct sound or is common in some way. I don't know, but to me it just looks like Hayoi pear. So until someone can demonstrate to me that it's pronounced otherwise, I'm going to call it a Hayoi pear and be done with it. You can't buy this anywhere else. Only here. I'm serious. Now's your chance. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. 1 Hayoi pear. Okay, now this is a bit weird. You got a Hayoi pear. This special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. Choose your bait bag on the item screen and set it to Y, Z, or X to use it. When controlling seagulls, tap A to flap your wings and accelerate. Press R to quit.
Thank you!
Yeah, so this is... I'm trying to think how many years... 14 years before Super Mario Odyssey and the whole possessing things? I mean, to be fair, Link doesn't exactly possess the seagull. We, as the player, do. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of it, honestly. It's something we'll see sometime down the line. Now, there's stuff we can do in these towers and things, but I plan to address that
later when we have more time for exploring the sea. As mentioned previously, we can look at our sea chart by pressing the directional pad up. Obviously, the purple highlight is where we want to go. Not all that many islands marked in the sea chart, just Windfall, Outset, and the Forsaken Fortress. For the moment, at least. Hopefully, we can fill it in a bit more. Now, whenever you see these barrels, 2 barrels with white flags come up, that means that we are crossing the border to a new sector of the Great Sea. And since we're on the highlighted square, that must mean that this is where we're going.
All right.
There, on the horizon. That is our destination, Link. Dragon Roost Island. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valu. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. First, conduct in 3/4 time. Do not touch the control stick. Just try to match the rhythm by tilting up, down, and right. Now, the first time I played this game with my friend who I had borrowed it from, he was there watching me play this part, and he didn't understand why me as a professional, well, I was a professional, I was a little kid, but as a serious musician, had so much trouble with this. And the problem I had is something that's about to be addressed here by the King of Red Lions. What is the matter, Link? You do not have to time it exactly, just be sure to be holding the C-stick in the proper direction when the metronome hits the center. Also, you don't need to touch the control stick to keep it in 3/4 time. Just tilt the C-stick in the correct directions, starting from the first beat. Up, down, and right. I wish they told you that first part right away, because I did not get it. I was trying to time it exactly. And of course, there's a certain amount of delay between when you push it, the control stick, and when it actually registers in-game, and so I was having really a lot of trouble with the timing. So I honestly feel like that little bit of info that you don't need to time it exactly should be right out front. Very nice. That was splendid. Next is 4/4 time. Hold the control stick left to change the rhythm, then match the rhythm, and tilt the C stick up, right, left, and then down. That's it, Link. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. Not bad at all. You can also conduct with it in 6/4 time by tilting the control stick right. You would do well to remember that. You received the legendary Wind Waker. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Set it to Y, Z, or X and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. To conduct, use C-stick to choose notes. Don't tilt the control stick to conduct in 3/4 time. Hold control stick left to conduct in 4/4 time, and hold control stick right to conduct in 6/4 time. Yeah, this would give my conducting professors at Berklee College of Music untold sleepless nights, because that's not how conducting works. You don't change the position of the baton based on the note you're trying to play. It's, the position is dependent on what beat it is, and, the musicians are supposed to know what notes to play, but I guess this is half conductor's baton, half magic wand. I seem to remember reading that description somewhere. So I guess we'll let it slide. Besides, this is the world of Legend of Zelda, not the real world of conducting. Anyway, with that, and this little revised tag, I guess, on the end of this episode because of the technical difficulties, we have accomplished quite a bit. We finished up the Pictobox quest and played hide and seek with the Killer Bees gang. We left Windfall Island and arrived here at Dragon Roost Island, and we have our mission cut out for us here. We have to talk to the Rito tribe and try to get Din's Pearl from Valu the Dragon. So we are going to try to take care of that in the next episode. So I will see you then. And I also have a special little surprise for you folks in the next episode. Now I've got your interest, don't I? Well, I'll see you then. Well, hello everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, despite my promises, we did not leave Windfall Island. We continued to do a bunch of side quests, or I believe Lucajin refers to it as faffing, whatever that means. I probably don't want to know. Anyway, hopefully we got a better picture of the poor unrequited love letter-sending fool for Lenzo here. Honestly, it looks pretty similar to last time. I'm not hopeful. Damn it. Hopefully, we now have a better picture than we did at the end of the last episode of the poor fool sending unrequited love letters. Nope. But anyway, hopefully this time we have a better pictograph of the poor fool sending unrequited love letters. Oh, come on! Hopefully this time we got a better picture of the guy sending unrequited love letters. Not again! And at the start, hopefully I now have a better pictograph of the poor fool sending unrequited love letters. I actually, after a number of failures, waited for him to show up and took 3 pictures in the hopes that at least one of them will do, because I am getting very tired of this. No. 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 You have got to be kidding me. I think he's onto me.